Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to check the Foxeer Trex, a micro-sized FPV camera that features a 1500 TV CMOS sensor. In this video I'm going to quickly go over its features and specs, then measure its latency, and finally show you some flight footage which I've captured using different methods. In terms of packaging, inside the box along with the camera you can find some stickers, an OSD control board which is going to enable you to configure the camera, a bag with M2 screws and spacers, and a 6-pins JST connector which you can connect directly to a TBS Unified video transmitter. In terms of specs, as I just mentioned, the Trex features a 1500 TV line CMOS sensor which has a native 16:9 aspect ratio, a 1.7mm lens. The supported DC input voltage is between 4.5 to 16 volts. It features an onboard voltage sensor. Using the OSD control board, the TV system can be set to either NTSC or PAL, and the aspect ratio can be set to either 4:3 or 16:9. The camera is available in white, red and black, and finally its weight is 8.7 grams and its outer dimensions are 19 by 19 by 22.3 millimeters. Adjusting the camera settings is done using the provided OSD control board. Short pressing the center button is going to take you to this menu where you can adjust the camera image. You can flip the image horizontally and vertically, adjust the sharpness, color gain, gamma, and the dynamic range which is by default set to off. The auto white balance can be set to auto or manual. Under the exposure menu, you can adjust the brightness, shutter, and AGC. Under the day and night menu, you can adjust the camera mode which is by default set to color. You can set it to black and white and also to auto, and then the camera is going to switch automatically between color and black and white according to this preference. In addition, if the camera is going to be set to color, you can also turn on the LED mode. The language of the menus can be set to either English or Chinese. Under System menu, you can adjust the camera title and also disable it. Choose whether to display the voltage and timer on the OSD. Switch the TV mode between PAL, which is the default option, to NTSC. Switch the aspect ratio between 4:3, which is the default option, and 16:9. And check the camera version. In addition, in case you would like to reset the camera to its default settings, you can press the reset button. In order to measure the latency of the Trex, I'm going to capture the screens of the FOV-H HDO2 goggles which are connected directly to the Trex camera at 240 frames per second using a GoPro camera, and then I'm going to turn off the light in the room and count the number of frames between the room and screen go completely dark in order to calculate the latency. Each frame represents about 4 milliseconds, so the accuracy of this test is 4 milliseconds. As you can see, according to my test, both on NTSC and PAL, the latency is very low, and I believe that the advertised latency of 6 milliseconds is correct. The next thing that I've done is to head outdoors and test the Foxeer Trex camera, and in order to properly represent the quality of this camera, since this is a very high TVL camera, I captured the screens of the FOV-H HDO2 goggles using a GoPro camera. I connected it also to a PowerPlay DVR, and I also connected the camera directly to a Runcam DVR in order to avoid VTX interference. As for the results, I think that the quality of this camera is great. The image is very sharp, so I can tell you that so far I'm impressed, but I still need to test this camera during the night, and soon I'm going to post a side-by-side comparison video using my normal setup. In addition, I can tell you that I still need to improve the way of capturing the screens of the FOV-H HDO2, and anyway, in my opinion, currently the best way to represent the quality of the FPV camera is to use the Immersion LC PowerPlay DVR. I'm going to wrap up this video with the flight footage, so I hope you will enjoy the rest of this video, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notifications bell if you're not already subscribed. See you on my next videos, and goodbye.